twerk for me right now, I'll give you all my money. Well, I can't exactly turn that down. A bucket and a mop for this. Gonna say goodbye, never gonna tell a lie and hurt you. Where are you? And I'm so sorry!
We get.
Put on a hat! Okay.
Oh, you know what? Hang on, I'll get you one. Hang on.
Oh, no. Oh, lovely.
There you go.
Thank you, Dad.
Alright, carry on. I just wanted to play.
Thank you. If you mess fucking production up again, I will swear to God you never get a job in this industry. Do you understand me? Do you understand me? There it is! There it is! Come on!
I think it's so it.
No! No, 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 no!
Jump off, jump off.
Just give it to me! No!
Yes! Oh, this is perfect. Oh my God, this is far-fetched. Take one last look, chat. Wave goodbye. There we go. This right here is the ska switch. I'll 5 years. That's a crazy number to think about to me, just by virtue of how much has changed in that time and how much we've been able to accomplish. When Shelby and I planned our first charity stream back in spring of 2021, it started out as a bunch of hypotheticals, a bunch of woulds and what ifs. And I'm so happy we got past that hypothetical stage. To be honest, I can't say I've expected that this would be a tradition that has lasted this long, but even beyond that, I'm so glad we've been able to keep it up, because every year we've been able to come together, do a little bit of good for the world, and make some really cool content in the meantime. Which is why I'm incredibly excited to announce the return of my 24-hour charity live stream. Now, for the uninitiated joining us, this is a yearly event I host on my Twitch channel where I go live for 24 hours, and for that entire time, any money we raise in donations is sent straight to a charitable organization in celebration of Pride Month. This year, the stream is going to start on Saturday, June 7th at noon Eastern, and we will be coming together to raise $1,500 for a charitable organization. Now, let's take a minute to talk about the organization we're raising money for. This year, we're going to be supporting the Pride Center of Western New York, an organization in my hometown that's near and dear to my heart. We've supported this organization for the last few years, and for good reason. The Pride Center is working every day to create safe spaces for LGBTQ+ people of all ages, to provide education on important topics like sexual health, drug awareness, transitioning, and STI screening, and to provide support for anyone in our community. Like I said, we've gotten to support this group for the last few years now, and I know they have the best interests of our community at heart, which is why I'm so happy to be supporting them again. Okay, yeah, I changed the outfit, but it's raining. I didn't want to have to, like, wash my suit. So now I think would be a great time to talk about our schedule for the charity stream. Obviously, 24 hours is a lot of time. And we gotta fill that time somehow, keep it entertaining for you guys, and keep me sane, because it's, 24 hours. So I always like to start off the stream with some sort of getting to know you activity, right? Just in case I've got new people coming in, and they don't know me so well, I just find it's a nice, calmish way to start off the stream. And in the past, we've done questionnaires where I've sent out Google Forms to all of my friends to see just how well they actually know me. Last year, we did an interview by my best friend, John. And this year, we're shaking it up even a little bit more than that. This time around, I am getting my Alex Trebek on, and we are going to play Dalton Jeopardy. I've assembled some of my best friends into a Discord call, and every single question is about me and the stuff that I like, and me. So that'll be a really fun way to start off the stream. Following that, though, we're going to replicate one of my favorite videos on my channel of when my brother Cam and I played bingo in Destiny 2. Essentially, we had a bunch of objectives on a bingo board, and the goal was to race and see who could get a bingo first, or who could fill out more spots on the board. Now we're going to shake it up a little bit this time. Instead of just a 1v1, we're going to do a 1v2 in Destiny bingo, and maybe even up the ante to like a 1v3. So that'll be a lot of fun. I'm really excited for that. Following Destiny though, we're gonna go back to another stream tradition. We are going to host our annual Marvel Snap tournament. This is the third year we're doing a tournament in Marvel Snap, and we've always had some sort of a card game tournament. Because the first 2 years been in Yu-Gi-Oh! And every year we also like to have a special gimmick in our tournaments. So like for Yu-Gi-Oh! The one year we had a starter deck tournament where everyone could only use starter decks. And last year for Snap, everyone had to have Agatha Harkness in their decks, which essentially just controls and plays your cards for you. This year we're sort of kicking it up a notch, and this year we're gonna have a bunch of rules. So every round of the tournament, there's gonna be a new rule. Players are gonna have 5 minutes to build a deck from scratch that fits that rule, and then they're gonna face off with their opponent and see who wins. Unironically, I'm so excited for this portion of the stream. Cam and I have had so much fun coming up with just wacky rules for all of our participants. I'll have a video coming soon that sort of exhibits what the tournament is gonna look like, but you're just gonna have to wait for that, I guess. Following Snap Tournament, we're gonna play some party games. Jackbox, Gartic Phone, Scriblio, you name it. It's gonna be a good time. For anybody watching in the audience, you are more than welcome to join in on Jackbox. I kind of feel like that's all I have to say there. At 10 p.m., I'm going to be getting into a call with Bindo and Cam, and we are going to be, once again, reviewing fashion in Destiny 2, this time live. To this day, I'm pretty sure that's still one of my most viewed videos on the main channel. And that one was just so much fun to put together. The clan was so cooperative, and we all had such a good time with it. Obviously, we will have prizes for first, second, and third place. So yeah, that is going to be a ton of fun, especially getting to see our reactions live. I think that's going to be a blast. What do you guys think is like the least amount of chicken nuggets I can get from Wendy's? Because I'm like not that hungry, but like it would also just be a really funny bit for the video. Now once we hit the halfway point in the stream, once we hit midnight, we're into what I call the graveyard shift. And during this year's graveyard shift, we're going to be doing a raid or dungeon crawl, depending on how many people we get. Now if you're unfamiliar, a raid crawl in Destiny is when you start from basically all uncommon gear, so like white or green or blue gear, and you work your way up as you go through the raid or dungeon. So anything you find along the way, you get to equip and start using, and it's essentially just a raid marathon. We've also got some unique donation incentives that'll be active during this time, so you guys can mess with us and slow down our progress, but we'll talk about that later. For now, let's move on to 6 a.m., the crack of dawn. At 6, I'm going to be by my lonesome, trying to get every single achievement in Nidhogg in just 2 hours. If I can't, I'm going to donate $100. So there's quite the incentive for me to actually get this done and actually try my hardest. And then right at 8 a.m., we're going to bring back another charity stream tradition, Pokemon Drawing from Memory. This is another one that we've yoinked and twisted from my guy, Ludwig. I say my guy like I know him. I don't know him. I just enjoy his content. But it's something we've been doing in every single charity stream since I think literally the first one. It's a tradition that we're all super fond of, and the results are always creative, to say the least, so it's gonna be a good time. All right, once we hit 10:30 in the morning, we're gonna move into the giveaway hour. You'll see later that we've got a lot of donation milestones that are giveaways in some form, and instead of doing those as they come, we're just gonna give them all away in this like last hour of the stream. So if you wanna run some free stuff, make sure you tune in at 10:30. And of course, finally, we're gonna end off with the water balloon firing squad from 11:30 to noon. We did this last year and it was a ton of fun, so I knew I had to bring it back this year, just at a more reasonable hour when my neighbors wouldn't be sleeping on a Sunday morning. So yeah, that's gonna start at 11:30 and it's gonna close off our stream. And that's the whole schedule. Now, it wouldn't be a charity stream if we didn't have fun donation incentives and milestones for you. We're gonna talk about the incentives right now, which are the individual rewards that you can earn with your donation. These are sort of personal rewards, think of them as. If you donate me $5, you can request a song and I will add it into the queue of the stream playlist. And that'll be then the next song in the queue. I've also bought a plain white tee. And if you donate me $10, I'll put your username on the shirt and then maybe we'll give it away after. I don't know, we'll see. For $15, I'm going to make a haiku for you based on a word of your choosing. Once again, please just don't make it something that'll be ban worthy, that will get me taken off of the platform, but you know, I'll make you a haiku. Now for $25, you can earn VIP in my chat. A very, very prestigious award that not many have ever gotten. Or if you already have VIP, you can gift it to a friend. Pretty freaking cool, right? And of course, for $50, once again, I will draw a portrait of you in MS Paint, or whatever I think you look like, because I might not even know what your face looks like. That was honestly a highlight of last year's stream, getting to draw pictures of all my friends and random people that donated, especially getting to see them at the end all sent out to everyone and getting to see everyone's reactions. It was priceless. So I'm very excited to be doing that again. Behold the freaking phone. We've also got special incentives for the raid crawl. So for $5, you're gonna make me waste my super on the spot. For $10, you're gonna make me waste my life. I'm just gonna throw my character off the nearest cliff that I can find, and my team is just gonna have to deal with it. For $15, you're gonna make me have to turn off my HUD until we finish the current encounter of the raid or dungeon, which, if you've never played Destiny, is essentially a death sentence. And for $25, you're gonna make me invert my controls until we finish the current encounter. So right is left, left is right. You get the gist. And if you're feeling like a big spender, you are really going to mess us up, because for $50, you're going to make our entire fire team waste our supers. For $100, you're going to make us start over whatever encounter we're on in the dungeon. And for $200, you're going to make us start the entire dungeon from scratch. So there's a lot of potential to do damage here. That mostly covers it for donation incentives. Let's go home and let's talk about donation milestones now. Whereas donation incentives are, well, incentives for you, the individual, donation milestones are going to be a goal that our community works together to hit, with the penultimate goal being $1,500 this year. Here's the entire list of milestones. You can also find that on my Twitter if you want to go back at it, but I also just want to take a moment to highlight some of my favorite milestones on this list. So on the lower end, I always love starting off the stream with a song on trombones. That's a pretty cheap one we're going to hit quick. Chat is going to make a tweet on my Twitter account. You guys can write whatever you want as long as it doesn't get me banned. That's always pretty fun. Chat can also help me choose some future videos, including the next artist deep dive video. We're gonna give away an autographed Pokemon card. That's pretty cool. We're gonna give away a copy of Codename Frontiers for all my Destiny players. We've got some secret milestones that are gonna be revealed as we get up in donations, and I think you guys are gonna be pretty excited about those. And of course, the creme de la creme, Destiny with Dad.
Hey, Dalton.
Hey Dad, how's it going?
Good. How you doing?
Would you call yourself a gamer?
No.
What's your experience with gaming? What do you play?
So back in the day, there was Doom.
Yeah.
Right? There was Duke Nukem, and there was that era of games that I used to play. Today, it's phone games mostly, right?
Yeah.
Little bit of Shockwave type stuff, all of that sort of stuff.
So let's say we hit the $1,500.
Sure.
How much are you going to know about Destiny going into it?
About what I hear from you and your brother screaming in your room.
All right, so very good first impression.
Yeah.
Yeah, thanks for being a part of this.
Yeah, I'm looking. I hope you get there, because I'm looking forward to embarrassing myself greatly on Destiny.
Perfect. That's what I do every day. So it works out nicely. Hi, Editor Dalton here. Just as a quick side note, please don't feel any pressure or obligation to donate. And I know that sounds weird coming from me, the host of the event, but at the end of the day, it's really important to me that your needs are met first as a donor. You got to make sure you are able to take care of yourself and you can be comfortable financially before you can put anything into this. Because at the end of the day, you can still support this event by hanging out, sharing this video, lurking in the chat, being a chatter. Any of that is really, really moving in terms of support. So once again, please don't feel any pressure to donate. If you want to support by just hanging out, that's more than enough with me. Okay, back to you, Dalton. And to put a serious tone on things for a moment, I feel like this year is more important than previous years for this event. I mean, every year is important and we put our heart and soul into it every single time, but it kind of feels necessary this time around. You know, it's no secret that the last 7 months or so have been incredibly difficult for the LGBTQ+ community. And it feels like every day we're waking up to a new fresh horror, whether that's a new policy being implemented, some freakishly dystopian headline, or anything in between. I know that in the grand scheme of things, my event is on the smaller side, but if we can come together and we can do even a little good, make things even just a shade brighter for the world, I mean, we gotta do that. It's up to us, right? My 24-hour charity live stream takes place on Saturday, June 7th at noon Eastern. We'll be attempting to raise $1,500 for the Pride Center of Western New York. I sincerely hope you'll join us.